Hey everybody, I'd like to do a quick little shop update. I'm actually waiting for an order to be delivered. I'm getting a brand new 14-inch bandsaw. I believe it's the G0555 from Grizzly. It's the anniversary edition, and I'm pretty excited for that to arrive. Now, I currently have a bandsaw. This is the one that I currently use. Unfortunately, this was the first tool I ever purchased, and I didn't do any research, and I ended up getting sucked in with the bells and whistles of this bandsaw, only to discover later there really isn't any kind of blade selection. You know, at the time I bought this, it was a proprietary blade. There's only two styles. I bought it because I wanted to do bandsaw boxes and more like scroll type work, and I could not accomplish that with this bandsaw. So it's very, very important to do your research when looking for any new tool, whether it's a big tool or a small tool. I bought this probably close to 10 years ago when I first started getting into woodworking, and it was a poor choice. And 10 years later, I am finally replacing it. So let me give you a little update to where we're at. I took the day off in order to unload the truck from the FedEx freight so I could unload this bandsaw. Unfortunately, they did not arrive when I thought they would arrive, and so I called FedEx. Turns out they lost the package. So I called up Grizzly, and the people on the other end were really nice. They said they would kind of track down the package and find out what's going on with it. They called back a little while later, and they said they talked to FedEx, and they still have not found the package, and they require at least 5 working business days in order to locate that package before Grizzly could send out a new one. So I said fine, you know, but one of the things I did was I ended up taking a day off so I could unload this truck. I can't take another day off. My wife's around to sign for it, but she can't unload the truck on her own. So I need whoever that delivers it needs to be able to unload the truck and wheel it into my garage. And they said that they could certainly make accommodations for that. So now that the box is in the garage, I'm going to go ahead and start putting it together. I'm not going to show you how to assemble it, but we'll certainly do an unboxing and give you updates along the way. So this is my bandsaw. It came in on a pallet. The nice people over at FedEx was willing to wheel it into my garage for me because I was not around to unload the truck for them. So that was very helpful. My wife signed for it, and she kind of noted any damage. On the side here, I don't know if you can see that, I have a photo, but it looks like a forklift kind of poked a hole in the box. The Grizzly bandsaw comes in 2 boxes. This top box here, I'm assuming that's the stand. Well, yeah, it says right there, stand for the 14-inch bandsaw. So that's the stand. Not too terribly heavy, but the one down below, that's the actual bandsaw, and it's got a little bit of heft to it. So I'm probably gonna have to get a neighbor to help me lift that on. Okay, so I started unboxing the stand, and that's what the stand consists of, and it looks like it's just in beautiful condition. Over here I bought a Shopfox mobile base, so I'm going to be attaching that to my base. This was packaged up really, really well. Here is the box that the base came in. You can kind of see that, I mean, everything just has its place, and nice and thick, and it's just packaged just beautifully. I even looked over here at the Grizzly Band Saw, and I just, this is the styrofoam that it came in, so I mean it's molded perfectly, and the bandsaw is just right there laying in the box. Quite honestly, I kind of assumed there would be a little bit more assembly, but it looks like you just kind of lift it out of the box and plug it in and you're ready to go. I mean, shoot, this thing even, look at that, the blade's already even installed, so that's pretty impressive. Up here is where the forklift kind of poked through, and it's underneath this bit, so I gotta lift this thing out in order to see if there's anything maybe underneath that styrofoam that needs to be looked at, or maybe it just kind of poked into empty space. Okay, so I lifted up the box, and this is the packaging on the, I guess it would be right on the bottom there, because this is This is the bottom of the box, and it looks like underneath you got the bed, so there'll be assembly there. Looks like fence pieces, and I'm not sure what else, but it looks like basically a fence and the saw bed. Okay, so I got the base put together, and I was also able to wiggle out this bandsaw out of the box, so it's ready to go. The bed is separate. The bed is still up here, and I still have to assemble that. But first, I got to get that on top of the base. But the base went together pretty easily. I have these this mobile base I got from Shop Fox. I just ordered it online, and I'll put a link to the one I ordered down below. But that's what it looks like, and it's actually pretty solid, and it's nice and level. Back here, when I was rotating the thing, I was getting this fan that was rubbing on the housing, and as you can see here, there's a little bit of damage there. So I took off the housing, and there was a little bit dent over here, so I kind of pounded it out a little bit, and I'm going to reattach this to the housing, or the housing to the saw again, and then just kind of set it out just a tish, just more like that, and hopefully give it a little bit more breathing room. So, and with that, we could turn the blade, and now we're not getting any noise on the motor. So that was a quick and easy fix. It's just this got pushed in a little bit too far, and I just had to pull it out a little bit. So that seemed to work. Okay, so I am adjusting the bearings, and I think I got it good. Everything seems to spin correctly. I think I'm gonna really have to find some good instructions on the internet on how to do this, but I think I got it all dialed in. So I got my bandsaw completely set up. It took me a little while to get it adjusted, but after looking around on the internet and reading the instructions, I was able to get it set up, and it is working exactly the way it should be. I am so excited. My old bandsaw is so squirrely, you can't really count on anything. I ended up, as a test cut, cutting just resawing just a small piece of oak here. I resawed it twice to 1/4 inch, and it was spot on, and that just makes me so happy. So I'm very excited to have a working bandsaw in my shop. But that's basically all I have it for this video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You can find me over on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. You can also find me on my website at bytravis.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.